Right, hi. Okay. So yesterday I made that video about wind, and I done the breathing exercises from Wim Hof's cold therapy method. And I actually went back and to sort of time how long I went without breathing. It was 4 minutes, exactly 4 minutes. I was quite surprised actually, because I've never been able to hold my breath even full of air for more than for anything, even 3 minutes. I think barely over 2 minutes. I think even when I was younger, a lot younger, and that was with no oxygen in my lungs for 4 minutes. It's like I did have a few micro breaths towards the end. They're just sort of like that, sort of little sniffs, but not really, not like a whole lungful or anything. So yeah, I was quite sort of pleased with that, Okay, so this video is about some of the videos I like to watch that I found really useful when it comes to doing the work. Right, hopefully I'll be able to explain why they're useful. The Michael Tsarion videos, there's one in particular I was just starting to watch. It's a 6-hour one. I'm going to try and leave a link. If somebody reminds me, I'll probably try and leave a link. Okay, so he talks about a lot of the stuff that's going on in the world in terms of the control system. How the governments and the medical establishment try to control everyone. Rick Simpson's the other guy whose videos I find really interesting. I might leave a link into one of his videos as well, where he talks about that stuff as well, but more to do with the medical establishment and also the government and how they're a bunch of criminals, really, and you can't trust them at all. They're just like, it's interesting because I see it very similar to Rick Simpson. The medical establishment, there's two sides to it. It's like Dr. Jekyll and Dr. Hyde, right? You've got the side of it where they're all the surgery and repair, setting bones and helping women give birth and stuff. There's loads of really good stuff that they can do. Plastic surgery, there's a lot of really good stuff. Brain surgery, organ transplants, but there seems to be a lot of really good stuff that they're really, really good at, and they do a great service. But then there's the other side of it, the drug side of it, where they should be giving you cannabis to treat things like cancer and loads of other things, autism for children, a whole load of stuff, the cannabis is really useful. And they are just criminals. They're monsters because they won't prescribe the right medicine because they can't make money out of it. They're just money grabbing, evil psychopaths, So anyway, part of the work, this is why I'm mentioning this about the work, is that you've got to know this. If you watch, not so much Michael Tsarion, but Rick Simpson, he's a great guy. He has a laugh, he's got a sense of humor still. He seems like he's got his feet on the ground, and, I really recommend being able to get onto those levels where you can see what's going on. You can see that the world is run by some really terrible people, and a lot of people that I won't talk about this stuff, are really stupid, and they should be trying to, the people should demand that the government give us the right medicine, and it's ridiculous. These people are evil, they're monsters, right? But you've got to be able to laugh at it. You can't take these things too seriously and get all depressed about it. You've got to be able to sort of look at it on an even keel, look at it right directly, see it for what it is, and still have a laugh, still talk about it, but get on with your life and enjoy yourself. You're here to have a good time. Doing the work should be fun, Okay. Uh, so about Michael Tsarion, he talks about a lot of the control stuff. How like the school system is all about controlling people and turning them into sort of like order followers with no free will. That's what it's designed to do. See, I think a lot of people, when they hear this stuff, they don't really check it out. They just think, oh, that's conspiracy theory talk. You can't really know what you're talking about. But the thing is, these things are true. I was just thinking the other day about what some of these prominent Jews say about what they're up to when we're owning the banks and stuff. How the banking system like is stealing money from you. Okay. Some of these like bankers and that they've actually said if the general public knew what we were up to, they would string us all up. They would kill us all. That's not me just making that. That's not me saying that. That's what the Jews, these Jewish bankers actually say. They say if we knew what was going on, we'd kill them. Now, the way YouTube is, if you actually say this on certain like videos on the comments section, you actually point out that it's actually some prominent Jews that say these things, that you'll get attacked by people trying to defend the Jews, even though you're only repeating what certain prominent Jews have said. They will still attack you like you're some sort of like you're a hater, just by simply reporting what certain prominent Jews have said. They will attack you and like, treat you like you're some sort of monster for just basically telling the truth. It's unbelievable. You can't make sense out of this stuff. People are so ignorant that they love their ignorance. They're so addicted to their ignorance. When you tell them the truth, it's like you might as they react like you threw acid at them or something. Okay. Right. So why is it important to watch these sort of videos? Because they're talking about the truth, right? Now, as far as I'm concerned, doing the work, you need to be able to live in the truth. You need to be able to stand in the truth and deal with it, right? This is because if you can't do that, then a part of your subconscious is going to be like going in a different direction to your conscious self. You need to align all the different parts of yourself, your unconscious, your subconscious, your emotions and your body. They've all got to be aligned so that when you do something, you're 100% doing it. You're not 50% doing it. You're not doing it in a half-assed way. You've got to have all your energies in alignment. So then you can be effective in the world. Whatever you do, you're going to be much more effective. About myself, I suspect the reason I'm having difficulties like quitting drinking and smoking is probably because I've got emotional things that I'm not dealing with. I haven't been dealing with up until now. Yeah, so those are sort of things that like need to be dealt with. Things like emotional stuff, but it's also what's going on in the world. Dealing with stuff which is going on in the world, like the cannabis thing, the school thing, the banking system, the way the banking like keeps us all in slavery, planned obsolescence, those sort of things. You've got to be aware of those things and be able to talk about them, in a plain sort of straightforward way. Realize also that most people are completely deceived. They're not really proper humans. They're not whole people. Like a lot of my family, my immediate family, they're split. They've got split personalities. You know, they're two different people. And I think most people are like that. You know, they've got this view of the world, which is being fed to them. It's been like programmed into them through the media, the mass media, and the school system. They're the two main things that Michael Tsarion talks about. Yeah, so those are the sort of things you need to be aware of. You know, that this stuff is really happening. It's real. It's been planned. You know, it's no accident. That's it. The video I was going to mention about Michael Tsarion, it's called Post-Humanism. It's talking about how they're going to design. They're trying to design new types of humans that are enhanced. They've got higher intelligence. They've got stronger bodies. They're taller. They live longer. And they're going to like, that's what he reckons they're going to do. They're going to have these people in 20 or so years, 20 or 30 years, they'll be policing us. Instead of having police, you'll have these sort of genetically enhanced humans. And then they're going to police us, and everyone will have to have like, babies will have to have like implants to sort of, you know, program them and stuff like that. It all sounds a bit scary, but I think it's important to be aware of this stuff and know how to like talk against it. You know, do you want to have like a world where there's no normal humans left anymore, or you know, do we think that it's better to be just natural? You know, because I would rather go with natural. I don't want these sort of godlike beings policing us who have got no morals, and they're just like super powerful, like little supermen instead of policemen. You know. Now, Rick Simpson, he thinks everyone should have a great big pot of cannabis extract in their fridge, and you should have some every day, like a little bit. Like that's what I want to see. You know, I want to be able to spend 50 instead of buying like 8 ounces of reishi extract. I want 8 ounces of cannabis extract. You know, and it should cost me about, you know, $15 or something. You know, for a great big pot of it. I mean, instant coffee is coffee extract, you know, so it should be about the same price as instant coffee, really. You know, £2 for 100 grams, something like that. Really cheap. It should be really cheap. Probably easier to grow and process than coffee. So anyway, that's the whole point of watching these sort of videos, is so that you can come to terms with all this stuff, what's really going on in the world, be able to talk about it, and so that you're more in line, your energies are all in tune. You're not hiding stuff. You're not, you know, hiding stuff from yourself and splitting your consciousness up into different pieces. Because that's like almost like voluntarily becoming like mentally ill. You know, so really you want to be deliberately being sane and like clear-minded, upright, you know. Okay, I made some long videos, so I'm keeping this quite short. Thanks for watching and thumbing up and stuff. Have a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye.